Hello my lovelies, welcome back to this perfume channel where we talk about all things fragrance. And now let's talk about the fragrances that I've been gatekeeping. Don't be mad at me. So this is the fragrances that unintentionally, okay, I've been gatekeeping and maybe not talking about them either at all or not often enough. And let me tell you, sometimes in my collection, when I go to film videos, I just go sometimes to the ones that I always go to, or I try to like push myself sometimes to pick some different ones, but then sometimes I just forget or they end up in a different room for a while and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this one. But first up, it's a fragrance that I haven't talked about here on this channel, I don't think. It is Also Fresh Daisy. Okay, this scent has landed back into my collection. Hallelujah! This fragrance used to be my signature scent when I was about 15, 16. Actually, probably younger. Can't really think. I'm not very good at dates, but this scent, I remember purchasing it at a duty-free and I was in love. And I thought this fragrance is so amazing. Now they've got new bright yellow bottles. This fragrance is perfect for spring. And let me tell you, just go and smell Daisy, okay? Also Fresh. This scent, it is so floral. It's got pear, violet, raspberry. It just smells musky but super clean and transparent, and you're just walking through a meadow but you're not getting any allergies from it. This scent, it is just so feminine and superly clean. It's just a fragrance that I want to wear to feel like I'm just all put together, wearing all white and just going into English countryside walk. This fragrance, it's just so pleasant to wear for work, for anything, for every day. This fragrance, it is just so good, and I have not been giving it the attention it deserves because I used to have it in my collection and then I kind of stopped, and I only briefly, I think maybe I spoke about it once, but never actually had a full bottle. So I'll be talking about this scent because it's truly phenomenal. It smells just youthful, fresh, clean. It's just a perfect spring scent. Next fragrance, again, I don't think I've ever spoken about this fragrance. It's more of a recent addition to my fragrance collection, so I'm a bit explained here, but it is Bohoboco Oriental Saffron. So I've been getting into Bohoboco fragrances, a Polish fragrance brand, and in the past, I didn't really like any of them. They weren't impressing me. But the two last releases, Polish Potatoes and now this, are the jazz. Like, I love how weird and niche and funky they are in this coolest way. This is a scent that is really spicy, saffron. It also has got some of that Coca-Cola caramelly booziness at the top, and then it's really woody, really dry in the base, and it just, to me, makes my mouth water. It's so good. It's a completely different take on saffron than I've been seeing in the perfumery. Often saffron is paired with like Baccarat Rouge fragrances, and this is something completely different. It's so Moorish, it's so good. Totally worth to check it out. Next fragrance, this one you'll probably see in the video prior to this, but I haven't been giving this one a lot of attention. Maybe I've spoken about it once or twice on the channel. Oh, I love this scent so much. Dama Bianca from Casamorati, the Xerjoff line. This scent, it is just to die for. It's a fragrance that you just smell and you're just in heaven. I love that this is citrusy and fresh and fruity, but in this way that is not sharp. It's just the nicest smelling fragrance. I love fragrances that are not just typical citrusy, fresh and done. This is something completely different. This is rounded. This is yellowing, just really beautiful, almost like pear fragrance that is just stunning. And recently my husband said wow to this fragrance in a video, and I was kind of surprised by his reaction. So I thought, okay, I have to start sharing it more just for your benefit as well, because of how good his reaction was, even compared to Burberry Goddess, which he absolutely loves, and nothing has really dethroned it. But this is you know, pretty close. Next up, we've got a fragrance that, again, I don't think I've spoken. Maybe you'll remember, but I don't remember talking about this one for a while because the availability of this was so bad for a while after the pandemic. So this is Cèdre Atlas from Atelier Cologne. This is a bit of a different bottle. It's transparent now. This scent, oh my goodness. Oh, it's so happy. It's so girly, fun. It's summer in a bottle. It's vetiver, it's a bit woody, but overall it reminds me a bit of a light blue from Dolce & Gabbana. That sort of a scent profile. It's juicy, it's like candied citruses. It's those lemon wedge shape candies. Those, oh my gosh, in a bottle. It's so sugary, citrusy, woody, fun, and I love how this smells on the skin. It smells so just natural, and I think they just, as a brand, excel at really citrusy, wonderfully down scents. So if you're looking for a freshie, and you know I'm a hard person to please with freshies, this one is really good. This next fragrance is also more of a recent addition to my fragrance collection, and often they will end up in another room in the house, not in part of my main collection. And that is why sometimes it takes me a while to actually go through them and tell you about them because I'm busy just wearing them. This scent, House of Dastan, I got quite a few of the new scents. This is You ? And if you love coconutty, fig scents, oh, this is good. This reminds me of this childhood condensed milk in a tub that we have in Poland. If you know mleczko, then this smells like that, but with fig. It's white chocolatey. It's a bit spicy. It's got some cinnamon nuances, but it also, I love that it's very lactonic, but somehow it keeps a freshness to it. It doesn't, it's gourmand, don't get me wrong, but often like white chocolate, coconut, you think really just dense and oh my gosh, that might be a bit too heavy, for example, to wear in the spring. This one somehow just still stays quite playful and airy and fresh. I think it's because of that fig. So I love that, and I think I'll be wearing it even in the summertime. I'll try it out, but this is just gourmand / freshies lover's dream. This is absolutely stunning and just fills a room. Next up, we've got a fragrance that is another freshie. I think I'm in the mood for freshies just in general because here in the UK it's a bit more of that spring weather. We've got Villa Neroli from BDK. This one is neglected in my collection. I'm not happy about that because it's just so beautiful. This scent, it's a plush, feathery neroli with a bit of vanilla in there. It's so calming. I could wear this to bed and fall asleep like this, and I'm not great at falling asleep. I've got a bit of insomnia going on, but this fragrance, I should actually try it tonight because this fragrance, literally, I just smell it and it just smells so zen. And this is a freshie that is very classy, not sharp citruses at all, just neroli, just orange blossoms, so white florals, bit of vanilla. It's just so peaceful, very elegant, I would say as well. Yeah, if you're looking for a freshie with a difference, this is an amazing fragrance. The juice gets definitely darker with time, so keep that in mind because sometimes I get questions, you know, my fragrance is getting darker, is that okay? As long as it doesn't change the way it smells, it's fine, especially with vanilla fragrances. Like, that is just normal and that will happen. I'll link all the fragrances, by the way, in the description, and any samples for them I can find for you to test out. And sometimes I've started linking some designer fragrances at discounters. But let me know in the comments, are you somebody that loves getting a deal at fragrance discounters? Or do you prefer maybe collecting points at, I don't know, Nordstrom or retailers like that? Let me know what is your preference. Since I'm doing all the searching and all the linking, I would prefer to do it so that you actually get to benefit from it. Next up is a fragrance that I don't talk about often, okay? okay? This is the one that I would say I'm gatekeeping. I don't like talking about this one. I love this scent. I have worn it now 3 times on my birthday, okay? That is no easy feat. Like, I usually just change it up. But no, on my birthday, I choose to wear this fragrance. I get compliments for this from everybody. And it's not in my most complimented list often because 1, it's a bit harder to get, and 2, I just love it so much. I just love it too much. I just don't want people to smell like this. I know it's my kind of job, but at the same time, you know, I just love this fragrance so much. It is a Roja Parfums Harrods Oud. This scent is a beast. It's super powerful. It's a very dry, citrusy, like green apple oud. It's so juicy, so squeaky clean, fresh. I mean, this is my favorite type of oud. I didn't know I liked oud until I started dabbling into different ones, and my favorite ones are usually those just woody, really squeaky clean, dry ouds, and this is just perfection. If you get a chance to go to Harrods, or maybe Harrods ships, then I'll try to link it for you. But this, if you love ouds, if you love fragrances that are just clean and fresh and really high quality, you have to try this. But don't come near me with this because I want to be the only person smelling like this. I just love this fragrance so much. Let me know what fragrance you're wearing today, and I'll see you in the next one very, very soon. If you subscribe, of course. Bye.